$1 back with my first of only two Backlash reviews. And by the way, I'm not gonna make a playlist on these two Backlashes because I don't feel like doing that. But yeah, the only two I talk about is the one you're gonna see, and the other one I'll do tomorrow, perhaps. I don't know. Anyways, Backlash 2003 review. Um, yes. Back to the good old ruthless aggression era. So yeah. April 27th, a Raw and SmackDown event. This was like a month before they do the brand exclusive pay-per-views. Like 2 months after this. So yeah. At the Worcester Centrum, I don't know what, I have no idea what that is. In Worcester, Massachusetts. The same place that 5 years prior was Slamboree 98, which I already did. That was just an okay show. Um, and your big main event is The Rock versus Goldberg, which the build-up is actually, um, I actually like the build-up to this match. The Rock said he's done it all, where he defeated, Undertaker, Triple H, Kurt Angle. Who else he said? And Austin. Because, yeah, that was Austin's last match until this year, where he fought Kevin Owens, which you already know by my WrestleMania 38 review. The 2-night WrestleMania thing, which I combined the 2 nights into one event. That's why I did for 36 and 37. But anyways, let's just talk about the Backlash pay-per-view. It's a decent pay-per-view. I think I ranked this in the middle 2 years ago when I ranked all the 2003 pay-per-views. And this was like in the middle. I don't remember where it was. But anyways. But there was some good on the show, but yeah. Anyways, so it's a Raw and SmackDown event. This was before they did the brand exclusive pay-per-views for Raw and SmackDown. That is, where Bad Blood was the first actual Raw pay-per-view, and Vengeance will be the first SmackDown pay-per-view. Anyways, let's get on to this event with Backlash 2003. First match is for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Team Angle of Shawn Benjamin and Charlie Haas, where they came out with a Kurt Angle plaque because Kurt Angle at the time had to have neck surgery and won't be back until 2 weeks after Judgment Day, I believe. So yeah, they defeated Los Guerreros of A and Chavo Guerrero. Good match. Good opening match for Backlash 2003. Uh, Team Angle win this match, and then they stole, right after the match, Los Guerreros stole the tag team champions, and they rolled up in a lowrider. Now Eddie will be the WWE Championship by No Way Out 2004, and the rest of this is history. He will become the first WWE United States Championship. Well, the United States Championship was deactivated by 2001 when it was the WCW US Champion. And then they didn't brought it back until right here until Vengeance 2003. Good opening match. I give it an 8. An 8 out of 10. Anyways. Yeah. Sean O'Haire defeats Rakishi. He had Roddy Piper at his corner, and yeah, last time Sean O'Haire was appearing in WWE, it was when he would team up with Chuck Palumbo in the Alliance. You already know. This match was too short. It was just meh. I give it a 5. It was the best. Like the best part is Rikishi hitting Roddy Piper with a coconut. Yes, that happened. Anyways, next match is for the World Tag Team Champions with Chief Morley. Who the hell's Chief Morley? Well, he's Val Venus, but he was Chief Morley, which was Eric Bischoff's chief of security, which fun fact, a year later, Orlando's Jordan becomes JBL's chief of staff. Anyways, the champions Kane and Rob Van Dam defeats the Dudley Boys. Not a good match. But the only thing that's weird is that the Dudley Boys turned face during this match, and because they were the heels going into this match, and they turned babyface during this match. So whatever. It was not as good as the first one, the first match for the WWE Tag Team Champions, but yeah. I give it a 6.5 because of the whole thing with the Dudley Boys turning babyface, whatever. Whatever. Anyways, then we have for the Women's Championship, Jazz defeats Trish Stratus. This was another good match, but this went 5 minutes, but it was good for 5 minutes, so hey, at least it was not as terrible, but yeah. I give it a 6.5. It was good. So yeah. Anyways, Big Show defeats Rey Mysterio. This was another short match. 3 minutes this lasted, and it was good for 3 minutes. Let's just be honest here. But Big Show will be in the WWE Championship program by Judgment Day. And post-match, he grabbed Rey Mysterio when he was in a stretcher. And oh, by the way, the match, I only give it a 5.5 because it was just way too short. But anyways, Big Show grabs Rey Mysterio on the stretcher and hits and uses him as a baseball to hit bat on the steel post. So yeah. Anyways, next, then we get to the last 3 matches. Yeah. For the WWE Championship, the last championship match of the night, Brock Lesnar defeats John Cena. This match was their best match. I mean, the only time John Cena won cleanly, Night Series 2014 doesn't count because it was a disqualification finish, was Extreme Rules 2012. But yeah, their SummerSlam 2014 match, terrible. But this was a good match, and the build up to this was not Rock and Goldberg, but yeah, Cena said that in his rapping, saying, I got crippled by the meathead, and because Brock F5 Cena into the steel post. And he said, this is jail, Brock. We inmates. You dropped the soap. And it led to a tournament where John Cena defeated Eddie Guerrero, The Undertaker, and Chris Benoit to get this opportunity. Now, this was not 2005 John Cena. This was still Uprising John Cena 2003. But yeah, Cena did look good in this match. And this tested the waters to see if John Cena could be in the main event scene, which we all know what happened there. 2 years later, he becomes the WWE Champion at WrestleMania 21, which was in my first season 3 years ago. 8.5 out of 10. Probably the best match of the night, but yeah. Anyways, then we have Triple H, Ric Flair, and Chris Jericho defeat Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, and Booker T. This was an okay 6-man tag team match, but this was during Reign of Terror Triple H, so yeah, Booker T lost to him at WrestleMania. It took Triple H that long to pin Booker T. This will lead up to Triple H and Kevin Nash feuding, which was a decent feud in 2003. Led to a good Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood. 6 out of 10. It was an okay 6-man tag match. And the finish was Triple H hitting Kevin Nash with a sledgehammer and pins him 1, 2, 3. Anyways, then we have the main event. Goldberg defeats The Rock. Another really good match. And this is not 2001 Superman Rock. This is Hollywood Rock. And of course, the build up to this where he said The Rock has done it all. He now says it's over. And I already mentioned he beat, being Austin, being Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, Triple H, and The Rock. Triple H and Stone Cold Austin, my bad. He beat those 5, and he says it's over, and he thought he was going to leave. And then Goldberg music hits, and he says, "So, Rock, you want to know who's next, hey? You're next!" And then he spears The Rock, and The Rock sold the spear like a champ. And The Rock says, "You want to come out here and spear The Rock?" And then he says, "You want a match at Backlash? You got The Rock at Backlash." It was a really good build-up to the match. And this was a really good match. This was the one and only match that The Rock and Goldberg will ever have, unfortunately. This is a way to build Goldberg up to the WWE. Unfortunately, he will not be in WWE that long. But he'll come back in 2016. Well, Goldberg does. And, yeah. I give it an 8. Probably the second best match of the night behind the WWE Championship match. But Goldberg wins. It was a way to get him over. He wins he hits Rock with 3 spears and a jackhammer, and wins the main event. 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed this main event match. This show is in the middle of the road of 2003. But it was a decent pay-per-view, like I mentioned. I give it a 6.8 out of 10. There was not one bad match on the card. Oh yeah, there was that Stacy Keibler Scott Steiner thing. Oh god. Yeah. The less I talk about that storyline, the better. But anyways, I'll be back with my 2016 Backlash review tomorrow. So yeah.